This is OESIS. We're discussing pathways today. For our member schools, we have provided pathways in project-based learning, competency-based education, and social-emotional learning. What is a pathway? A pathway is a set of guided navigations through a particular content domain. So we have introduced 4 levels of pathways. There's an introductory level, which is about 8 to 10 hours worth, a unit developer level, that's level 1, a post 1-year practitioner level, and then a mastery level. And what we did first is we delved into our very deep library of content. So in the competency and mastery area, we have about 70 videos from schools all around the country. On top of that, we've layered a lot of text and articles, and you can see here some of our library, including schools, both public and private, discussing standards-based, proficiency-based, and other types of approaches, cross-curricular skills. And we also leveraged our library in project-based learning. And our project-based learning library includes private schools as well as schools like High Tech High, where their projects have been profiled in terms of the scheduling, in terms of the planning, in terms of exemplars, and really how they rolled out. A very deep library. And with social emotional learning, we partnered with the Emotional Intelligence Network 6seconds.org, which is the largest emotional intelligence network in the world. They are a group started by independent school educators 20 years ago, and we together curated much of their content for independent school teachers. So let's have a look at some of these pathways. If you go into the SEL pathway, for example, you'll see a host of milestones and requirements and a video index. Inside each of these milestones and requirements are sets of resources for you to do, and you have a lot of choice in terms of the kinds of requirements that you need to complete. When you complete those assignments, you do a submission to one of our network leaders who evaluates your submissions, and you can see a lot of very rich content here regarding the soft skills that are increasingly important for students and the relational teaching environments that are part of that. In terms of our project-based learning cohort of pathways, we have a pathway in the introductory area that really looks at what is the difference between project-oriented learning and project-based learning, the role of driving questions and backward design. And here I'm showing you through some of the kinds of tasks and videos and more that you will see within these pathways. And the same applies for competency-based education. There are many different ways to implement competency-based education. There are more standards and proficiency-based methods. There's more cross-curricular methods. And we really look at how assessment can change the learning environment, how it can enable greater metacognition and student agency outside of the traditional structures that are there, and go across those traditional structures too. Please join one of our pathways and reach out to us if you need any more information.